You ain't never no track. You ain't know I see that like okay. You don't understand. I'm damn, but at the same time, he came in and creeped in. I know it. Like, Yeah. Chicken. Mm.
Hello.
Not working. I guess it's not working.
What? Wait, what? You sound all jarbled.
What's-
You sound like a robot to me.
That's crazy. No, they came in. Someone went in. I don't know. I don't know. I know. Don't worry. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, sorry. I'm in here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm at Home Depot. Sorry.
Oh,
I was literally trying to get inside the door and like the door wouldn't open. So
oh.
like and then other people came and the door opened.
Mhm.
So I have no idea what just happened. I'm
That's
sorry.
so weird. That's so weird. That kind of
Yeah,
reminds
it
me of
was
this.
it was actually
Um,
hmm
it kind of reminds me of this show that I was watching.
yeah.
Yeah.
What happened on the show was the same thing. How to get
Well,
in and they couldn't.
yeah. Well, it was like this like corrupt like company. Um, this corrupt company was like cutting corners. So like their technology, like they're like uh they put this like technology in that couldn't see black people.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So
crazy.
the sensors like wouldn't
Excuse me.
like the doors wouldn't open for them.
Yeah.
And like the lights would turn off when their white colleagues left the room. Um and stuff like
Man.
that.
Looking
Yeah.
for it. You see? Well, okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Wait. So hold on. You got to say that again. They put up sensors so that the sensors wouldn't see black
So
people.
like they put up this like tech it was like this technology or whatever that was like
Yeah.
supposed to like save them money. Like it was like
Yeah.
supposed to be money savings. So like when like like when a person's no longer in the room, like it's supposed to sense if a person is there or movement or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And so like they found out about it because like there's these two scientists or whatever that worked in the lab. He had it was
Yeah.
white and a white person and a black person. They were partners. And then when his white colleague left, like the lights turned out, and he
hmm
was like, "What just happened?" Like he tried to like wave around his arms and stuff, and
Yeah.
then like it
Yeah.
didn't see him. And then when his colleague came back, the lights turned back on. But he didn't notice it until like
Yo.
he couldn't get in and out of the room. Like there was like sensors everywhere, so like he couldn't get the doors wouldn't open. He got stuck on the elevator one
What?
time and all this stuff.
Yo.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like it's like supposed to be it's a comedy show.
Yeah.
Like but I think it was called Better Off Ted was what it was called. Um,
Better off to
mhm.
that's low down.
Yeah, it was a crazy show. It was low down.
Yeah,
But the guy,
that's messed up.
he finally like he stood up for himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn.
It was
They
messed
did it
like
on purpose.
well, the whole company is like the premise of the show is like the company is just like a corrupt company. Like, but
Oh, okay, okay.
like they kind of like do stuff. Like they invent things that end up like
Yeah.
hurting people or like the military and
The
stuff.
heck?
Like, yeah. Like it's just like I think it's I think it's like a comedy on like corporate greed, basically. Like it's like what
Okay.
the show is like I feel like that's what the premise is.
Yeah.
But it's like a comedic spin, like they have it's a comedy, but it has like dark humor elements in it.
Dark humor. Dark humor. Yeah. No,
Mhm.
I get that. Okay, cool. Okay. All right.
That's
So
my
we are
synopsis of
recording.
it. I know we're recording,
Yeah.
so
No, no, no. But that's actually pretty dope. I mean, a lot of what you just said actually could tie into mental health. That's the funny part. Like, all that could tie into mental health.
I mean,
But
mental does like encompass everything.
absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of mental health, where are you on a scale from 1 to 10? How have you been this past week? Like, how is care?
I'm good. I'd say I'm at a
Mm,
9.
A
Yeah.
9.
hmm
Wow. Okay. Why would you say that?
Why
Or
would I say?
what's
I mean,
yeah,
I just
what has
like
you at a 9?
what's had me at a 9. Well,
Mhm.
you know my 9 is basically my 10 because I don't believe in
Right,
10.
right. Yeah, yeah. You just won't say.
I
Yeah,
won't.
yeah. You
But
wouldn't dare.
but um I'm just content like in my life right now. Like I'm not saying there's not like
Yeah.
stresses and there are not things, but like
Mhm.
it's been a good I'm happy. I'm in a good place.
Uh,
Uh yeah, there's good things happening in my life. So
and you said that you were happy.
I'm healthy. Yeah, I am. I'm healthy. I just said I'm happy, is what I
What,
said.
well, no, no, yeah, I'm saying that you're saying that you're happy.
hmm
You're actually, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful to hear that you're actually happy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like you're, excuse me, it doesn't sound like you're lying. It doesn't sound like you're making that up. Like, that was that. To be honest, that's like one of the best things I always aim to hear people say is that they're happy, you know?
hmm
Because you don't hear that a lot. You don't, as shocking as that is to a lot of people like, don't say that they're happy,
Yeah.
you know? So hearing you say that, um, okay, it's just amazing. What would you say is the biggest contributor to your happiness? Like what is keeping you there?
What's keeping me? Um,
Hmm.
I mean God, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, God.
You're sounding like G right now. I love it. I love it. She says the same thing.
I mean, it's like
You can't
there's
even say anything else. You can't even like. I
I
get it.
mean there's other things I guess like that are going on, but
Yeah,
or like, people and stuff, but like God is the ultimate reason.
yeah,
I think like I can't give glory to anything else.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If you
So
do, it just wouldn't be genuine. So
it
it's like,
wouldn't be true, you
hmm
know? So like, yeah, God is just good and things are good.
yeah, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Like, again, that's why I love talking to you. You are who you are.
You broke up a little
And
bit. Sorry.
you
I can hear you now. Yeah.
hear me now? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you said
No, that's why I
Next
love
thing I
talking
heard
to you.
was, yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, yeah. Like I just I enjoy talking to you because you and you come with the same perspective, right? We both have profess the same, which is Christianity, and so see and both the perspective of knowing where that joy and happiness,
Wait, you sound like a robot
and that's
again.
very refreshing to me. You hear me now?
You so what's very refreshing to you? You sounded like like robot words were coming out of your mouth, and then you said that's very refreshing.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. For some reason, my phone connected to the Wi-Fi here in like Home Depot. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? So it was like trying to use the Home Depot Wi-Fi. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry
That's
about
okay.
that. But yeah, I was just saying like this it really makes me happy to talk to you because you always have that perspective that I think is very mutual to mine. Like we both profess the same faith, so it's very much so us both knowing where that true happiness lies,
Hmm.
and forward. And so like it makes it a lot easier for you and I to even converse because we both understand and realize like, hey, this is where this is where our true happiness and our true joy lies, like we don't really it's not really like a place or anything else that we're looking for to make us happy. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that means a
Exactly.
lot to me that I could share that with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I freaking love that. I love that. Um, let me let me go into the perspective of give me one second. Trying to see it. Oh, okay, thank you. That one's open. Is that open? Okay. Okay. Right, right. Okay. That was open? Okay. So that was open. Okay. So thank you. Okay. But actually I was told something.
Wait, hold on. Marquita's calling me on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey, hello? Never mind. I guess I missed it. I missed her call.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
I think
I
she just
did.
called me actually.
Oh, she asked to send the
I think
link.
you
Let me
said send
send
her the
it.
link.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Like,
Okay. Let me do that right now.
okay. Just send them-
Okay. Let's see.
Thank you so much for sending that through to I appreciate
Yeah, I just wanted to like I know she's usually on here, so
it.
I was kind of
I
checking to
think she
see.
actually asked me. Yeah.
I was just kind of checking to see if she was good
I
because
think
I
she
know
asked me too, because I was
things got weird,
mhm. Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
with
With the
the
time,
Zoom.
too, too, too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like let
But I don't
me.
think she signed up. I don't think she signed up to it. Like I think that's why she didn't get the link.
Oh, she said she forgot to schedule. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
all right.
It's her fault. You know what
Not really. I
I'm saying?
mean, even if she had scheduled it, she would have been like confused anyways.
Yeah.
She could have been confused. I
It's still her fault. You know what
I'm blaming Zoom today because
I'm saying?
you didn't change either. You didn't change
uh,
anything. It was all
uh,
Zoom that did it.
don't blame me. Don't do that.
I'm not blaming you,
Don't
Trey.
blame me.
It's been recorded. The people know. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming Zoom.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, make sure.
I actually, you know what I'm really blaming? I'm really blaming daylight savings time.
You blaming who?
Daylight savings time.
I
And
agree.
whoever
I
came
agree.
up with that,
I agree. I'm
because
blaming that too. Everything has been off since daylight saving.
I mean, I loved the extra sleep. I did.
Yeah, yeah, we can't complain about that shit. Yeah, we can't.
I accept her call, she said.
Oh, okay, okay. Give me 1 second. Gotta just put this thing here. But I wanna take the route of like there being a perspective of like, you know, pretty much like therapy and like the perspective of therapy and then the perspective of as a Christian, like therapy or the church, right? Or like therapy or like, oh, should you have therapy or should you go to the pastor first? You go to the
I,
pastor and have therapy. You know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
I have a perspective on this. I do
Come on, come on.
because I'm becoming a counselor and I'm a Christian.
Yep. Right
I
up your alley.
I have a perspective on this. Um,
Right up your alley. Come on, I want to hear it.
I will, but I don't know why this one is not. Hmm. Is she in this one? Did I send her the right link? You
Let me
see?
see if she's trying to join. But at the
I
same
think
time, you can keep going. You can keep going.
she is trying to join.
She'll join in.
She's trying to join, but I want to make sure I sent it the right one.
Still trying to join.
It says she's trying to join, but like the picture she sent me on Instagram, like it says like 1 of 10 spots
No, she's
filled.
in here. She's there.
Okay, good.
I just admitted her. Hmm.
Good.
So she's good. It's gonna
Yay.
be
Leave
loading
long
her in
enough.
soon. Look,
Hey,
I'm dashing.
Marquita.
Somebody got to sign up.
I hate the signing up thing. I always forget that.
Nah, yeah. Cause
Um,
if I have to send you the link, like sometimes I'm like out and stuff, and I don't even like see it. I don't even see like the text message or anything. So it kind of automatically sends it to y'all for me. That's the
Yes,
only
I
reason.
hate the
Like, that's the only
scheduling.
benefit of it.
I hate the scheduling. I hate
Hey,
it.
I'm sorry.
Take us back to the old way. You should never spoiled us.
I
I
know, because the point was me
I
sending
was
it.
yeah, I was never part of the spoiled era.
Spoil part,
Every he
right?
every time it was a Zoom call, he personally sent us the link.
That's nice.
Or he
But
posted it in the page and we just click on the link in the page.
oh,
Yeah.
you know, I could try to do that.
Just for
Um,
the people that don't get a chance to schedule.
yeah, I could try to do that on the in the private group at least.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
private group. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I
If you
kind of
want to.
forgot to schedule. I was out. We did Boy
Yeah.
Scouts, so we were out camping all weekend.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
you posted about that. Yeah, I will definitely try. I'll try to remember to do that. As an admin, try to do that.
Okay, I'm late. So what are we talking about?
Okay, we're talking about. I was about to answer. Can you ask the
Hmm.
question, Trey?
Yeah, yeah. Just diving into like, when people talk like church and mental health and things like that, they always, yeah, I have some people who go, I know some people who say, hey, you can try to do therapy and things that of that nature. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord that ultimately can help you in all of those aspects, or should when a person has a mental disability or something mental, should they immediately go to like the church or someone that's in the church or a pastor, this or that? Or, I guess if they're not a Christian in whatever religion they're in, should they go to their religious leader first and then go to therapy? Should they do both at the same time? Is one better than the other?
Hmm, that's a good
Does one,
question.
yeah, does one make the other more obsolete? Hey, if you go to your pastor, you don't need therapy. Like, what's y'all perspectives on it?
Um, well, as someone who's going to become a counselor, that's
Hmm.
like I'm aiming to do, and as a Christian, I do believe that there is a place for both. Like,
Hmm.
I don't think that like I don't necessarily think not everybody needs to go to therapy. Like you don't.
Mm.
Like some of like
Mm.
a counselor, like a pastoral counseling can be just what somebody needs. There's nothing wrong with that
Mm.
either. Um, but sometimes there is like an actual need for like um somebody out like somebody outside, like a mental health professional who's gone through like the schooling and the counts and the like can make the diagnoses if there needs to be a diagnosis,
Yeah.
because that's not something necessarily that a pastor could do. Like they can't diagnose you with something. Um,
Yeah.
not that everybody needs to be diagnosed with something that goes to therapy either. Like there's not always something like that, but sometimes you just need somebody who's um an outside bias, like an outside unbiased perspective. Because sometimes even with like your pastor, like they might know you
Yeah.
and they could have a certain type of, everybody, like as humans we all have like judgments or whatever, but
Yeah.
like when you know somebody, you might not be able to um be as like unbiased on it, um on the
Yeah.
perspective. But I think
Hmm.
that there is a place for faith. Like if you have faith, I think you need to lean on it
Mm.
in whatever struggles you're going through. Um
Yeah.
and you can also seek help. I think God gives everybody gifts and giftings. And
Yeah.
so like even with like, like I believe in the power of healing, like in prayer for like if I'm sick, I'll pray that I get healed.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
would still also go to a doctor to get medicine. You know?
Mm.
And to me that doesn't
Mm.
limit God's
Yeah,
power.
yeah. 'Cause you got some people that don't even. Yeah, yeah. That's true.
So
That's
I
true.
don't think that limits God's power. So to me, that's the same thing with mental health.
Mm.
You can do both. You can seek a professional, and you can also seek a pastor or pray. Like I think you can do both.
Mm. Okay. And you also said you don't feel like everybody needs therapy. You said that, right?
No, not everybody does. Like not everybody does. Like I'm not gonna tell like, like not everybody needs like I'm not saying that they're like I'm not gonna say that therapy isn't good, but at the same time, like, you know, or you might not need it as long. Like some people might need it a really long
Mm.
time, like might have a lot more issues that they have to go through and develop, and other people might just need that listening ear or that like, you know, like um if I'm counseling someone, like, and I realize that they are getting better, like that they don't need me anymore, I want to be
Yeah.
able to send them out. Like I want to be able to like I'm like, you graduated, you made it. Like you have the tools that you need now. At
Yeah.
least, like from my perspective of what you came in here for. Like if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
in here for something and like, I want like that's kind of the goal. It's gonna end like eventually. You don't want it to like go on forever.
Mm. Somebody has a therapist until they die. Hey, that's a good topic. Should you have a therapy forever? That's good. All right. Cool. 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 I love
But
that.
But yeah, I don't want to take away from Marquita's perspective. So
Yeah. Yeah. I want to hear my queen too. Yep. Jump in here. Jump in here.
Um, Good question. I agree. Not everybody need therapy, just like everybody don't need antidepressants and all of those other pills.
Mm.
Those type. So I think taking it to therapy, taking it to the pastor, and taking it to church are like
Mm.
three totally different things broken down. Um, Taking it to church is taking I want to say, not the longer route, but God is
Mm.
a patient God, and He believe in good things come to those who wait. But sometimes we need those good things now, you know? So
Mm.
taking it to God, yeah, go talk to God, and in due time, you will get His blessing and you will get that good thing. So that's my intake on taking it to God. taking it to the
Mm,
church and like taking it to like talking to the pastor, I feel like, yeah, she or he will be a good ear to lean on or to
mm,
just talk to. They will give you advice, what they would do, and all of that. But at the end of the day,
mm,
the ball is still in your court. So
mm.
that's like taking it to, even though I believe in strangers give the best advice, but if you've been going to a church for a long time, then the pastor knows you, especially if you're, close to the pastor and you actually talk to the pastor. So that's not
Mm-hmm.
really a stranger. So he can really just be like one of your friends that actually know how to just listen and not interrupt,
Yeah.
and like taking it to a counselor. Yeah, she or he is somebody that you can talk to. They will give you advice, but also, yeah, make that diagnose if they think you need something to help with your process with the counselor.
Mm.
So that sounds like it's up to you on like what stage you're in. Like, yeah, all three of them, you'll be able to vent, but is what stage do you need? Are you able to be patient and hand
Mm.
it over to God when you talk to Him, or do you need the problem solved like now? Like, are you going? I don't want to say nuts or crazy, but like, do you really
She
think?
said crazy. No, I'm
Yeah,
playing.
like,
Look,
or do
look,
you?
when you going crazy now.
Right. Or like, do you really think you need something to just settle you, even though you talk to that counselor? Do you think you need something to
Mm,
still settle you when you go home at night? Because at night
mm.
is when the worst memories comes, or when the worst thoughts come. So I feel like if you think you at that stage, then that's when you go to the counselor. And then when you go to the pastor, it's like you're just talking to a friend, just trying to get some real adult advice that's not part of your family. I guess you can look at it like that.
Do y'all feel like this is really good? You actually making me think of way more questions, Marquita. Okay, let me ask you this then. Do you feel like do y'all feel like both you and Kara, do y'all feel like mental health is always something spiritual? Is it always a demonic attack? Is it always
No,
a flesh, or is it just the serotonin or something in the brain is not lining up right biologically? Or is it always one or the other? Is it always both? What are your perspectives on that?
I don't think it's neither one. I really just think it's bottled up emotions, things you have never let out, things you need to let out,
Mm,
the trauma that you've been holding on to, other people trauma, built up trauma, childhood trauma, all of that. So I don't feel like it's any of that. I just feel like it's your
mm,
feeling. It's your trauma. It's something that you need to let out, and you're trying to figure out how you can let it out.
mm.
So
She
I
don't
don't
think
think
it's
it's
either.
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing attacking you. I just think it's things you
Mm,
have been through that you have never
mm,
let out or wrote out or screamed out or cried out or, things like that.
mm.
Things you just pushed to the side and just kept living.
Wow, I ain't never heard that perspective. Okay, okay. All right, Kara, where you at?
Where am I at? Well, I would agree with Marquita in the fact that it's like things that you most of the time it's things that you haven't dealt with. I would say
Mm,
that there can be things like there are hormones and things that get affected. So like your body can have those functions, but it's
mhm,
based upon like you can have a low serotonin, you can have these things.
mm,
Those things do happen that can cause,
mm,
depression, can cause anxiety, can cause those different things. But it's all like it functions together, right? So like what you've gone through and what you have like as a child or
yeah,
and if you push it down and you don't deal with it, like that will affect you, that will affect your body, that will affect these things.
yeah,
I also do believe that there are spiritual forces out there.
mm,
And so I think they like can play a role, absolutely. Like there's like different things that happen, but I'm not gonna blame the devil for my like problems. Like I'm
yeah,
not gonna like just be like, oh, the devil made me do it or like this and
yeah,
that, you know? Like I
mhm,
have to take accountability for my own things. And like by doing that,
yeah,
I can like that's what like comes about. Like so getting help in like whether that is like going to a counselor,
Yeah.
talking to a pastor, getting prayer, bringing it up to God, doing all three. Like it doesn't have to be a one or the other type thing. Like
What is it?
you can do
All right, there you go.
all of
All
the above.
right, no problem. Got it. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's
Well,
okay.
I'm still listening. I'm still listening.
Yeah. And so I mean I think you can do all of the above. But yeah,
Gotcha.
definitely like Marquita said, like if you don't deal with the emotions, if you don't like look at the trauma or like come through and come up with those coping skills. I mean, that's what as a counselor we're
Yeah.
there to help you
Mm,
to help you develop those things. Like when you come in, we're asking you what your goals are, like what you're going through,
yeah.
you know? And it's like figuring out what you want
Yeah.
so it can help you reach that and come into that and help you come up with like if you are depressed, what do you do when you are depressed? What
Yeah.
are things that help you get out of it?
Yeah.
What are things, like that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, and just like going through and figuring out like, do you have to set up a boundary with this person?
Yeah.
And how did that go? Like how did that make you feel like when you did that? Were you empowered? Awesome. Let's continue doing that. And you'll feel even more empowered and better like towards the end, like, you know, like
Yeah.
that. So that is my answer. I could
Yeah. No, that's
I could probably talk a lot, but I don't want to take up all of
no,
the
you a ther you literally are a therapist counselor. Like that's all what you're doing right now. You're studying, you're trying to become like I understand why you have the passion of wanting to keep talking about it. And Marquita, you as well in regards to mental health. I know how big you are with it. Like I knew that this topic, we can go deep here. So I like, just being mindful, I try to at least give y'all 3 minutes each, being mindful of the other person. But both of y'all are being very mindful. Y'all are good. So, but yeah, like I think it was very interesting because again, we have one who's saying that, Arquita's saying that no, it's not either. She just think it's a matter of, trauma, letting it out. And I hear that perspective. That's actually one I never really heard before, where someone just said it's just the trauma, just that, not really the, it can't be the other biological aspects or the spiritual. And then on Kara's hand, she's saying that it couldn't be all the above. It could be
Cause
one
I'm
or the other.
Cause
Go ahead.
honestly, I'm not like I go to church and stuff like that, but I do have
Mhm.
breaks and stuff where I don't go to church. So I
Yeah.
won't like I'll say I'm a Christian, but I won't. But I don't know. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't sit and read the Bible. Sorry,
Yeah.
just And so yeah, and then I also don't like I don't believe in the bad luck and good luck and walking under the ladder and splitting the pole. I don't believe in any
Mm,
of that. So it's like that's why I'm like, but you can do all three. You can talk to God, you can talk to the pastor, and get a counselor and take meds all at the same time if you need it.
mm,
I do believe
yeah.
in that, but I just feel like if you're not at the extreme part of where you really need to take meds and you really just need
Mm,
somebody to talk to and stuff like that, then don't go straight to letting them give you some medication.
mm,
I feel like
Yeah,
some things can be solved with just, letting it out, writing it out, whatever.
absolutely. 100%. And I'm not going to be one like I won't be able to prescribe medication because I'm not going to be a psychiatrist. So I would
mm,
just be one that you would talk to. But
yeah.
but yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I do just
totally
feel like
agree.
it's just bottled up emotions, bottled up trauma,
Mm.
probably other people trauma you tried to deal with or helped out, things like that.
So then, Marquita, for you, then, do you think that there are or can be levels of spiritual realms and how they affect the mental? Or are you saying, nah, that's kind of just like gibberish to you? You don't really see it as like demons messing with people and being in people's heads or people spiritually lost.
I don't.
Were you? Okay. Yeah, I want you to be honest. So, yeah, you said no.
No.
Gotcha. And Carrie, you saying that, yeah, you do believe that that can happen.
I mean, I think it can happen. I think that they're like I do believe that they exist and
Hmm.
that they mess with people, but at the end of the day, like Jack says hello.
So Jackie say, tell him don't be trying to show his booty crack.
No, Trey.
That doggone, she got a cat carry that Marquita carry got a cat that be trying to show his booty crack. You trying
Here's
to see
my
how
new
that?
baby. Look. Wait, let
I
me
saw
show you.
your puppy.
You got a puppy?
Look at him.
Look, Trey.
As long as hey, let's go.
I love
It's a
it.
it's a girl.
Yeah.
All right, just tell her don't be showing her booty crack. You trying to see none of that.
Jack.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Whatever, Trey.
Go ahead.
He likes to make fun of you. Jack. Okay. Anyways,
Jack be trying to show his booty crack. Come on now.
he did it one time. He did it one time.
Okay, one good time. I saw that man's stomach from his booty crack. Come on now.
Um, yeah. I don't know. I do believe in I do believe in the spiritual realm and things,
Yeah.
but I'm not afraid of it. And I don't think that like I'm not gonna sit here and say like I don't want to sit here and say that it's all like I'm not one of those people that's like it's all demons. You know,
Yeah.
there are things
Hmm.
like that are real traumas that like
Hmm.
real things that happen that people need to like um deal with. And but the spiritual realm is there. And like I think that like the devil like to me it's like the devil that can use our traumas and our past to try to keep us down.
Hmm.
Uh, like you know, like it's like I think that they use like I think he uses lies to keep you like to keep you
Hmm.
changed. You know, like I just think like it's like one of those things that like, you know,
I got a question.
yeah, ask.
Come on with it.
So, so do you think the devil can live in people and is that why some people like come into your life with negative energy or like bad or abusive guys, things like that?
I don't know. I don't think that necessarily like I guess I wouldn't necessarily say that the devil lives in them. I guess unless they like it's like they might like if they like invite them, but people with negative energies are negative like you know like you sometimes how you have like this discern like it's like discerning of like where you get this like creepy feeling around them. I would
Hmm.
feel like that's a very like a spiritual sense to me, like where you can sense like kind of an evil spirit with them. I wouldn't necessarily like I wouldn't I don't know. I don't want to necessarily say that they haven't invited him in because some people are just ignorant and don't know. And I think that's like what like but like I guess I'm not afraid. Like to me it's like I'm not afraid of it because I know like for me it's like I know that I have like the Holy Spirit and God with me. Because I believe that he's with me because it's that's what it says in
Hmm.
the Bible. And so like I'm just not afraid, but when I'm with them, like I will sometimes just pray around people or just like to me it's like I try to bring the light, you know, they just try to bring because like try to bring love and kindness to them.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
like if they don't accept it, like I'm not gonna like force it on someone, you know? I don't know. I don't know if that answers the question exactly, but I don't know. Um
That's good. Yeah. Marquita, I don't know if she answered you. Did she answer your question?
I don't know if I answered your question. I tried to the best of my ability to answer.
Yeah, no, it answered it.
It's good. This is good. This is good perspectives. Like I love the transparency, honesty that Marquita's bringing.
Yeah.
And
No,
I also love,
absolutely.
You say that every call, Trey.
I do. I love it. I love that's the whole point of my brand. I want my brand to be one where we literally are talking and we're talking about real things. Like I'm not one to just talk about just therapist love stuff. I'm very
Well,
much
I
so
think
like
also,
let's dive into it.
oh, I think
That
also
again?
just be, I think also just like being respectful of each other's perspectives. It's like I don't have to
Yep.
think the same way as you. You don't have to think the same way as me, and that's
Exactly.
fine.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what it's about. I love it. And I love what you both are bringing to the table in regards to the conversation. Um, let me go back to this other question I had. So not everyone needs therapy or should have therapy or but everyone needs therapy. Can y'all both expound on that just a little more? Like if you're saying that they should or shouldn't, why or why not? Why should or why shouldn't someone? Because I've met people who say everyone should try therapy. They think everyone should try therapy. Everyone needs to try it at least once in their life. But
I
do you
agree.
believe that or not? Okay, so what? So why would you agree with that?
Because everybody need at least one, I won't say stranger, but somebody that's outside of your family that can give you the honest truth. And then
Mm,
therapy can bring out parts of you or things you didn't even know about yourself
yeah.
or trauma in your childhood that you didn't even expect that would have even been trauma, things like that.
Hmm.
So yes, I agree. At least once, I think everybody should try, it, even if you, like somebody like you, Trey, that just say they're always happy all the time,
Yeah, yeah,
all
right.
the time.
No, you're right. Exactly.
So I think like somebody like you can talk to a counselor too
Yeah,
or need therapy. I don't only because some people wouldn't think that you can be happy all the time.
yeah,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I
yeah.
think,
That's good.
yeah, I think, I mean, if you have the means or are able to, I mean, therapy is a great tool. Like Marquita said, you can get a perspective from somebody that you hadn't thought of. But I'm gonna say like not everybody, like it took me a while myself to go to
Hmm.
therapy just because I didn't feel like I had as big of problems as
Yeah, I'm
like
good. Yeah, DoorDash. Yeah, thank you.
as like someone else,
Thank you.
like I was like when you
Hmm.
compare if you compare your problems to people, like you're like somebody else
Hmm.
has a bigger problem than me. So you might not like think about going to therapy, but it can be very beneficial. Um, but it could also be expensive. So I would say maybe you can get that. Like what I mean by not everybody needs to go to therapy, I mostly mean like not everybody might need to go to a professional therapist. They might find therapy with their friends, with their family, with their church, or with their pastor, or like with somebody. But
Yeah,
I think everybody should have somebody that they can talk to and vent and get perspectives from, you know, like
yeah.
not bottle up your emotions, not bottle up like all that stuff. So, do I
Hmm.
think everybody needs to go to a therapist? No,
Hmm.
but everybody should have a way to express themselves.
And
Yeah,
Trey, that goes into your that should go into your fitness call because there
mm,
is a lot of different ways of therapy, not just talking to someone
yeah,
in the gym.
Mhm.
The
yeah,
gym, riding your bike,
mhm,
hiking, writing, meditating,
yeah.
yoga, Pilates, whatever. All of that is therapy as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, that's fair. That's very fair. And like again, that's a whole nother like a ball game. But yeah, like there's multiple different avenues and ways that you can aid, you know, yourself mentally or even express yourself mentally. Not just necessarily therapy or a therapist. But yeah, I think it's all aspects of it. Would y'all say that the church has done a good job in increasing the mental health or decreasing it? What would y'all say? Like the church in general, has it done a good job in helping mental health or hurting? I'm
Heck
curious. I'm curious to know. I'm curious.
no. I honestly, I feel like the church has the biggest hypocrites, and that's just my opinion.
Really?
No,
Sorry,
Mm,
not sorry.
no,
They are
you
the
you're 100% correct, Marquita. Like,
they judge you with is the church supposed to be come as you are. You come in that jeans, t-shirt, you're judged by
mm,
100 people. And the first
mm.
three of them is the old ladies up front.
yeah, you are not wrong, Marquita.
You said the old person up front.
Yep.
So,
I don't think that the church always does a great job of representing Christ.
and I'm talking
And
about
if they
the brick building, by the way,
and if
like the
they
building.
did, they wouldn't pass the collection plate around a million times while trying to
Mm,
give the word.
mm,
I
I mean,
get you're supposed to help support to keep the church in business and updated and things like that.
yeah.
But I think some churches make it excessive,
Mm,
where every 20 minutes the collection plate going around. It's like, come on.
yeah.
And then you see the pastor driving a Tesla truck and the BMW. It'd be hilarious. But yeah, that's how I feel about the church people. Not all
Yeah.
of them. You got some good church people. My dad is a deacon.
mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
there's definitely good ones. There's definitely bad ones. I think that like it just is to me it's more about like when the church um goes away from actual like biblical principles,
Mm,
what that like the core of the message is like even like I feel like a lot of times the American church for sure um
mm,
like gets um backwards. Um,
right.
like we have to remember that Christ and like the Bible and Christ in the Bible, like it wasn't America wasn't a place like at that time. So
Mm,
like Jesus is not an American. So like it's all about like so we can't make it about our issues that are here. Like the main message is to
yeah.
love. Like literally like Jesus said the greatest commandment is to love God and to love people. So without love, what are we? We're supposed to love people.
Yeah.
And if we did that, like if we truly did that, then that's when you would see change in the world. Like there's so much division and so much divisiveness. And that's like
Mm,
what, like, I mean, to me, that's exactly what the enemy wants. That is exactly what the devil wants is to bring hatred and deceit into the world. But like God is love. And
mhm.
that's what we're called to do is to love people. So as the church, we should be, like Marquita said, it's come as you are. Jesus went to the people that a lot of church people wouldn't go to. I love
Mhm.
like my church that I go to right now. Like, of course, they're like, we are human, so we don't always do the right thing. Like, we don't always show love. We don't always do things perfectly. But but my church is so diverse and so like caring and just like invites people and like it really is like a come as you are
Yeah.
place. And I love that. Um, so you can
Oh,
find good ones, but there are
yeah.
also a lot of
Mm,
bad ones. There's also a lot of bad ones out there, and they like they sully the name, I think, of what we're meant to do.
And that's why I say church as in the brick building. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a spiritual church and there's a brick building church. You
Well, I
know, where
mean,
you
this
have.
is like I mean, the brick building church, like it's difficult because that's where people like a building is a building. Like it can't do anything for anybody.
Mhm.
Can't do nothing.
But you know, everybody that's in the church ain't a Christian. So that's why I'm also saying that too. Like you got some
Yeah.
sour apples that can make a whole bunch look bad.
Yeah. But also
Mhm.
like there's some Christians that are pharisaical and hypocritical and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like I'm not gonna say that they're not Christian. Like I'm not gonna say they're not Christians and they don't believe in God. I'm just saying that they have things to work on. Like
Yeah.
God has to work through them. Like I mean, and deal with those things within them. But they
Hey
have
Trey,
Mhm.
you gonna be late for your other call?
we
Yeah, yeah,
are.
yeah. We gotta jump on. Yep, yep,
Sorry,
yep.
sorry, I interrupt
No, it's
you.
okay.
No, I
No,
forgot about that.
no,
Yeah.
you did your job.
Yeah,
You
thank you.
did your job.
Thank you.
This is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Marquita.
Anxious. All right, cool, cool, cool. No, I appreciate that. And this was dope. This was dope. This is exactly where I wanted to go. So I thank you both for diving into that. It's a deep topic. We can go on, like we can talk about this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like this is deep. But I thank y'all for entertaining it. Thank y'all for being transparent in your responses too. Because again, that's what I love. That's what I want. That's what I hope to promote when I bring up a topic is a level of transparency in, you know, what it is that we are talking about. Let's just talk mental health. So we talking it. And this is a deep one. This is a sensitive one. And I hope a lot of people chime in response to what y'all are saying here, because I'm gonna post it. So y'all
And when
better
you
get
post
ready.
it, Trey, you got to put that what is that, trigger warning or whatever
Nah,
thing.
I ain't put I'm post. They can
Bad
get triggered
Trey.
all they want.
And we talked about this already. He doesn't
Girl, get
edit
in
things.
trouble.
He doesn't put no triggers.
You
Mm-mm.
know what? Hey, I want them to get mad. I want everybody to get
You do. You like to cause. You like.
mad. I love causing division. Nah, I'm playing. Let me stop. Let me stop. I gotta hop on there. So we got fitness next. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for this. This is super dope, super amazing. I'll definitely be posting this and again I'm gonna tag y'all in it. But this was deep, y'all. This was deep. I'm gonna need to say a prayer after this. But I love y'all, Marquita. Thank you for hopping in too. Carrie, you already know. Thank you for hopping in, and both of y'all for just being amazing and dope. And yeah, the next one's gonna be even more fire. Make sure y'all drop some more topics too in the group or the moderator group, so that we can kind of talk about what we're gonna talk about next. So,
Okie dokie.
okay, dokie.
Bye.
Bye.
Love ya. Bye.